Yeah, good morning. All good? Nice cuppa. Yeah, all good. So, yeah, understanding football through the five-factor model, the big five personality traits. So, the five-factor model is often referred to as the big five personality traits. My thoughts are it's a valuable framework in coaching, understanding footballers. The five-factor model is a powerful tool, I think, for understanding diverse personalities in the football team. By leveraging insights from these frameworks, coaches can create strategies that maximize both individual and team performance. So, for example, in football and sport, where mental and emotional factors that you could argue just as critical as physical abilities, understanding how personality traits influence behaviour on and off the pitch, it could be a key in achieving success. So, the model encompasses five core dimensions: openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism, which together provide insights into an individual's personality. In the context of football coaching, understanding these traits can help tailor an approach, not a one size fits all, to each player. For example, a highly conscious player may benefit from structured training sessions and clear goal setting, while an extroverted player might thrive from team building, activities, and social interactions. So by leveraging the five-factor model, coaches can foster, for me, better communication, enhance motivation, create an environment that supports both individuals and team growth, ultimately maximizing performance on and off the pitch. So understanding footballers through the lens, we know that the world of sports, particularly football, is as much about psychology now as it is physical prowess. Coaches and sports psychologists are increasingly turning to frameworks to better understand and manage their players. And I think the five-factor model, definitely stands out as a scientifically backed tool for assessing personality traits. The model provides, for me, maximal insights into team dynamics to individual performance optimization. So let's have a look and think how you could apply it. Now, these aren't exhaustive. They're my thoughts. You might have other ways, and you might think otherwise, and that's all good. I'm not here to give anyone advice. I'm just throwing it out there. So we mentioned before the five-factor model is in the five broad dimensions of personality, which are considered cross-cultural. So the traits are openness to experience, and that reflects creativity, curiosity, willing to try new experiences. And see if you know anyone that might fit in here, just sort of loosely in your team. Conscientiousness indicates a player's level of organisation, discipline, dependability. Extroversion relates to sociability, energy levels, and assertiveness. Agreeable measures a player's ability to cooperate, emphasise, and work well with others. And neuroticism refers to emotional stability, how a person copes with stress, adversity. So each player exhibits these traits to various degrees, by the way. Understanding their specific profiles can enhance coaching strategies and team cohesion. So let's have a look at a few ideas I'll throw out there. And if you've got any ideas, fire them back and we'll go from there. So openness for experiencing footballers. So they're players high in openness, are imaginative, willing to embrace unconventional strategies. They adapt quickly to new tactics, styles, positions. For example, a versatile midfielder who thrives in different roles in the field may score high in that trait. Coaches can leverage this adaptability by using such plays in dynamic roles in experimental formations. However, players with low openness may prefer routine and familiarity. For them, consistency in training methods on and off the field is key to maintaining confidence and performance. Conscientiousness, you could argue it's the backbone to discipline. Conscientiousness as players are disciplined, reliable, goal-orientated. These are players who show up early for training. You know, the ones that show up early for training, they stick to their fitness regimes, maintain focus during crucial moments in the game. Goalkeepers and defenders, for instance, often benefit from high consciousness due to their position and consistency and their roles demand. On the flip side, there's always a flip side. Players low in conscientiousness may struggle with time management, maintaining focus. Coaches can work with these individuals and establish structured routines and clear goals to improve reliability. But I think and see if any of these kind of stand out to you. Extroversion, energizing team dynamics. Extroverted players are natural leaders, motivated, their high energy levels, sociability can boost team morale, especially during tense matches. Strikers or captains can often exhibit high extroversion in their roles, require assertiveness and confidence. That sort of play in the dressing room, the key play in the dressing room that sort of brings everyone up. Come on, let's do it. Introverted players, while quieter, can bring focus, composure to the team. The quiet one in the corner of the dressing room. Understanding this balance allows a coach individual players in roles to align to their social energy levels. Agreeableness, it's a team player trait. Agreeable players prioritize harmony, are more likely to work collaboratively. Teammates, they excel in roles that require strong communication, cooperation, such as midfielders who need to balance defence and attack while coordinating teammates. So the players low in agreeableness, they're really important too. May be more competitive but less collaborative. While this can create friction, it can also drive an individual brilliance. Coaches must strike that balance between fostering teamwork and allowing these players to shine. So neuroticism, handling pressure and stress. Football is a very high pressure sport, and players with low neuroticism are more likely to remain calm, composed under stress. These individuals are emotionally stable. They can handle the ups and downs of the season with resilience. Conversely, players high in neuroticism may struggle with anxiety or emotional volatility. This can impact performance. Understandably, their triggers and providing psychological support can help manage them or manage the stress more effectively. Applying it. How do you apply it? You're wondering, well, all right, Jim, how do you apply it? How do you apply it? Well, I can only speak for myself and what I've seen over many, many years, and these are a few things I throw out there. You might have different ideas, you might think it's not for you. By assessing players based on the 5-factor model, I think it's useful for coaches, trainers, to tailor their strategies to individual personalities. For example, high in openness, might thrive in creative, flowing systems. Low in openness, they might thrive in more structured setups. Conscientious players may be reliant on for leadership, discipline, while less conscientious players might need additional guidance. Extroverts can motivate the team, while introverts can bring in focus, calm. Agreeableness players enhance teamwork, while less agreeable players can be managed by channel their competitiveness and productivity. Emotionally stable players can anchor the team during high pressure situations, a big penalty shootout, when it's getting really tense. While those prone to neuroticism may benefit from mental conditioning programs. They can work closely with the team, sports psychs. They can, work closely with all the different coaches you've got at different teams these days. But, just sort of in summary, the 5-factor model, I think is quite useful. It's a useful, powerful tool understanding diverse personalities within the football team. And even recruiting, really. Sometimes I want to get the balance right if possible. It's obviously not only unique to football, it's used in business and many other areas of life as well. But by leveraging the insights from this framework, coaches, for me, can create strategies that maximize both individual and team performance in the sport, where you could argue mental and emotional factors are just as critical as physical abilities. Understanding how personality traits influence behaviour on and off the pitch, I think, is a key for achieving success.